And okay, we saw before the show again, you had the ladder match, which I assume was going to get a cheer.
It was a long time ago, but it paid for my first house. You know?
That's good.
I mean, I'm glad, like, when I do appearances, like little kids now, because of the network, come up to me and go, man, that ladder match is really cool. I'm going, you weren't a twinkle in your dad's eye during that time. Like, how do you know? Oh, I saw it on the network. And I think it's really cool that people like it. It was great, but I mean, I think I had some good matches since then, you know? But whatever, I mean, I'm glad that there's something there that people go, this is, you know, like it's up there with like great matches, so.
How is the feeling of that? You have that match at WrestleMania 10, you go back through the curtain, what's the reaction that happens back there?
Okay, first of all, when you're having that kind of match, it's something that you set in motion and you can't speed it up or slow it down. You have to ride it out. Because we came back through and I go in the locker room and I know it was good. I mean, I heard the people. I'm out there with my buddy, I'm looking at Shawn and go, can you believe this is working? Like, it was so great. And I came back through, and Mach was like a leader in the locker room. He came back through, he goes, first, and then all the boys were there. And he goes, first of all, I want to see great match. Second of all, I want to see you're very, very selfish. Because we went longer than was allotted to us. But we have to go, we have to do what we have to do. And it's me and Shawn, I'm thinking, what are you going to do, Vince? You fire us? You know, like, you're going to yell at us? I don't care, I'll get over it. And it was good, so what the fuck? And he was wrestling Crush, and they got cut way down, you know, so he was, you know, upset. But sorry. He said, you know, great match, and you're very selfless. I said, thank you, and you're right. Yeah, I was worried about me at that moment, so sorry, bro. Go get him. You know?
How was it going into the second ladder match? Knowing that, was there a pressure in that, knowing that the first
Well, if anybody's ever seen it, it was a brand new belt, so when they snapped it shut, it stuck. And we're doing it, and Shawn, back in those days, there was only one guy in the wrestling business who did the super kick, and it was Shawn, chin music. So we did the thing where we set the ladders up, and we're both basically baby faces at this time, but we set the ladders up, he gives me the chin music, I take a bump, and I'm laying there waiting for, you know, the people to cheer. He goes up and grabs the belt, and he goes, boing, and it doesn't come off. And he's laying there, and Shawn is not afraid to lose his composure in the ring. If you've ever seen Shawn in that era, or up until the end, he's laying there going, he's yelling after each other. And so I go grab him, and I go for like Razor's Edge, and I go, you know, I give him the office, backdrop me to the floor, boom, boom, boom. Now I'm laying on the floor going, wait to hear that big pop. And then he does it again, it doesn't come, and I'm going, you're on your own now, bro. But he gets mad, sets a line, stomps up, and unsnaps it, which is typical Shawn. He just won the belt and he's mad as hell. I mean, when I met Shawn, he used to bite his fingernails down to the nut. And we traveled together all the time. Even when we wrestled each other, we traveled together, which was not allowed, but it was like, I don't hate him, I'm a better wrestler than him. One time some guy interviewed us, I think it was in Ireland, and the guy said, well, tonight you will fight Shawn Michaels. I said, yeah. He goes, but after you will have a beer together. I said, I'm separate. And he goes, but you were like friends? I said, yeah, but I'm better than him. I said, I can beat him in wrestling, I can drink a beer faster than him. You know, it's like, I never...
That is such an easy reaction with an Irish crowd.
I've always felt that for wrestling to work, it has to be about winning and losing belts and, you know, like pinning the guy and making him submit. I never liked angles that were about hatred, like I hate you and I'm going to kill you. Like, one time Sting did an interview during the NWO run where he went, Scott Hall, I'm going to kill you. And I'm thinking, after I gave you the crow gimmick, now you're going to kill me? And I went, when he came back through the thing, I was waiting at the curtain. I said, Sting, like, why would you say that, bro? You're not going to kill me? I said, you might bore me to death. I said, now I got to call home because my kids think Sting's going to kill their dad. Like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like,
there was another thing, we were talking on I said about Facebook Live yesterday, and another thing that came up 2 or 3 times was you losing to the 1, 2, 3 Kid as a big moment to ask you about.
back then, the way Vince did business, you got to remember, it was a long time ago. There was only 4 pay-per-views, so it's a slower pace. There's more build-up to stuff, and there wasn't as many options on your television watching. There's now you can watch 300 channels. You can watch stuff online, whatever. And it was a different time. And Vince laid it out to me about 6 months in advance. I was a villain, and people started to cheer me. And he was like, I got to turn you babyface. And he goes, I don't want to do the same old thing where you run out and save somebody. He goes, I tell this story the same way all the time. Anybody's ever heard this, it's the same way. He goes, I got this guy who weighs 120 pounds soaking wet. And I said, Lightning Kid, because I'd seen Kid doing some stuff in Dallas on TV down there. And he goes, do you know him? I went, no, but I think he's great. So they, now I'm on the road. I'm working. I remember me and Lex flew coast to coast from Cali to New York, went to the office at Stanford, did interviews all day, then drove downtown to the Manhattan Center. I'm beat. Now, Kid's all excited because, man, he's getting a big push. And he comes up to me like, hey, man, we're working later. And I said, yeah, I'll talk to you later. I went and laid down. I was beat. And Kid is so excited, and he looks like he's 12. He looked like a baby. And he was like, oh, man, I said, I'll be right back. I went to Pat Patterson, who kind of called the shots, is a brilliant wrestling mind. I said, Pat, what do you want me to do with this guy? He goes, oh, he can do anything. Like, he's French-Canadian, so he talks like that. Oh, he can do anything, goddammit. And I said, yeah, what, you want me to have a match with him? No, you go out there and squash him, and he does one thing, and he wins. I said, okay. So I went to Kid. I said, pick one thing, bro. That's what you've been beaten with. He went, moonsault. All right. I said, don't worry, you'll never be lost, because I'm going to be all over you. We don't need to talk, because I'm going to dominate you, then you're going to moonsault. And years later, it worked so good that when I went up the stairs, I remember Papa Shondo, it was Papa Shondo at that time, Godfather and all that, and he went, bro, you failed a piss test? I knew about it 6 months in advance, but I didn't tell anybody, so I'm going I don't know, man. I'm just doing what they tell me, bro. It worked so good, people in the audience were like, oh. And then Vince told me when he laid it out, he said, then what I'm going to do is every time another villain does an interview, I'm going to have him say, oh, and speaking of losers, that Razor, what a loser. And so it was really cool because my character didn't have to change. I got to stay the same. But, people go, well, we don't like Razor, but hell, you ain't got to take that off DiBiase. And when Vince laid out to me, he went, all right, let's see, then you'll work with DiBiase at SummerSlam and beat him with your finish. And that's what we did 6 months later.